Oh, it's good afternoon. Yeah, it's good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking. What
Yes.
about you?
There was like a long break that I took. I had some work, and with toddler, it's almost like that they have different phases. So he was extremely, stubborn, and my son was not listening at
How
all.
old is he now?
He turned two, actually.
He turned two.
Yes.
Okay. So it's
So
just
it
the
was, yeah, it's quite difficult. So I was not like uploading also much, but I started again. So that's why.
okay. Okay. Yeah, that's why I haven't seen any of your video on any channel. Otherwise, that time you were so active.
Yes, yes.
I could see your videos on alternate channels and but yes, it's been really long time.
Yes. Yeah, so actually I cannot ignore him also, and both of this balancing is very difficult. I think you would know it better. Yeah.
Yes, I know it. I'm still struggling a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 3, but I am still struggling with because of him. Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me. I thought the days will get better day by day. But
I am still struggling with my 7-year-old. He is more naughty than my younger one. So it's not going to end soon. It will take minimum 10 years. Maybe
yes.
after 10, they may feel a bit discipline and all. But
Mhm.
as of now, I can't see any
But
peace.
I think motherhood as parenthood altogether is always about struggles. We always keep nagging our parents till now. So
Yes,
yes.
absolutely.
So Miss Karishma, tell me, how is it going for you?
For me, it's going really well, to be honest. I'm not putting that much effort. Still, I'm getting good results. So I'm happy and satisfied with my work. You know that with 2 kids, and especially the summer vacations are going on, and it's been, I mean, really difficult for quite few days that I'm not able to create videos. And even you won't believe, just before this session, my son was with me and he was disturbing me a lot. I was
Yes.
having another session with somebody. So I was like worried whether he'll allow me to have sessions with you or not. But thankfully he's now downstairs and
Okay.
I am alone. So
Yes.
yeah, that's how it's going.
Yes, I think this is all about what is happening with me. Sometimes he is like so cranky that I cannot leave him or do anything. So
Hmm.
quite struggle is going on. I have one thing to ask. Many of my like viewers also, learners also, they always have this problem that when we are in flow, say for example, one week we practiced a lot, we spoke to a lot of people, so we are in that zone, and so we can speak very fluently. There is no problem. But as soon as we take a break of 3 to 4 days, again we are back to square one. So what to do with this problem?
What I should suggest, even at this stage, I am facing this problem too because whenever I take a gap for at least a week, I could see my fluency has drastically changed. It has great impact on my fluency. Right now, I'm talking to you, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling comfortable speaking with you. But if I'll take a break, for example, on Sunday, I have to go my maiden's house and I'll be going to stay there for at least week or 10 days, and after that I'll come back. I know that I'm going to fumble. It is all about why it is happening. First of all, I would like to tell you, because this is not our mother tongue. We haven't been speaking this language for our childhood. We have just learned it. So if we will not practice it, definitely we tend to forget it. We have to spend some good quality time of speaking. This is same like I remember when I was in 10th grade. There was like summer vacation used to happen even at that time, so we used to learn some new skill in those 2 months. So I remember that I have learned tailoring, and I learned that how to stitch suit. I
Yes.
did that. I stitched many suits that time. But now, if you would have asked me, I don't know any single thing. Why? Because I haven't practiced it for so long. So when you are not into something, but you learn something, and when you stop doing it, you automatically forget. It is as simple like we do other skill.
Mhm.
If you will learn any beauty parlor course and if you don't practice it on people, definitely you will forget it. Same happened with it. So we can't do anything. The simple answer is that you have to keep practicing. Even if you're not getting time, just do that self practice, or don't forget that listening part or observation. I think you should keep doing it. You have to be in touch with this language if you want to sustain your fluency. This is what I feel.
Yes, so this is what even I say, that it's not our native language that whenever we get up
Hmm.
and we can start speaking. Even for certain languages also, like I was well versed with Bengali, I could speak very good Bengali, but since a very long time I'm not there, I don't get anybody to speak to also. Now I am not very confident. I start fumbling whenever I speak Bengali. So this is the example I give people. So maybe yes.
Okay. So I think I can 100% resonate with you here because I was good in Bengali. I was able to speak earlier. But since I stopped practicing and replying in Bengali, even I am forgetting it and I'm not able to maintain my fluency on this language.
Right.
But my son, he's consistently practiced it with my mother-in-law because whenever he communicate with her, he
Yes.
speaks Bengali. So he is very good
Yes.
at it.
Yes.
But at the same time, I am feeling underconfident while speaking. I do understand everything, but cannot speak properly.
Yeah, same for me. Just say I know the words also. I like people say we know the vocabulary. Same for me. I know the vocabulary. I know the sentence structure. But while speaking, it doesn't come out that way. That maybe the accent is gone, or maybe the
Yes.
confidence is gone. So same with English also.
And one more thing I would like to tell you that people say that about mother tongue influence, right? So when for example, I am not a born Bengali, so I'm learning this language. So
Hmm.
when I learn it, I'm not able to pronounce some words in the way it has to be pronounced by the Bengali people
Yes.
because their tone also different, their rhythm is also different. It's like in this English,
Hmm.
we speak with such a different accent, and that gives us a confidence of speaking as well.
Hmm.
Similarly, when I speak Bengali, my mother-in-law says, "You don't need to speak Bengali because you're not looking like that. You're a Bengali person. It looks like that you're faking it.
Yeah.
Your son speaks better than you." So I say because he is learning it from childhood, and I have learned it after I'm in the age of 30. So
Hmm.
that makes a huge difference. Just to acquire a language with its authentic way,
Yes.
you need to put a lot of effort. It's not going to come to you naturally. I mean, you have to spend a good quality time.
Yes. And also one thing is that a lot of people have this thing like they what to pronounce. There are two ways to pronounce it. Either you speak in British English or American English. So
Yes.
they are always confused which one is correct and which is what to speak. So have you faced this challenge?
Sometimes there are few word like yeah, I will tell you the word also schedule.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
somebody says schedule. So
Mm.
I always pronounce it schedule, but
Schedule. Yes.
sometimes when I see people pronouncing it schedule, so I feel confused which one I have to pronounce actually, which one is wrong or which one is correct. So there are multiple words like that where it gives us a kind of confusion.
Yes.
There's another word I often.
Yes.
People say
Often.
often.
Yeah.
So I say often. The
Often.
T
Yes.
is silent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think both are correct, but we feel confused because some people are using often, some people are using often. There is another word, situation. So people say
Situation.
situation.
Situation. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So
Yes.
then again, this also creates confusion. People are like, okay, when we start fumbling, thinking that what to speak, maybe we will
What
go
is
wrong somewhere.
yes,
So yeah, but both are correct. Whatever like
correct.
anybody feels that this is fine, we can speak it. Right.
We can speak it. And these things comes over the time. You can't learn it overnight or within a few months. It
Yes.
is all about experience. Because earlier when I was learning English, I have never focused on these such words which I'm telling you right now. So recently when I was having session with the English RE tutor, Reshma ma'am,
Yes.
she was from Kerala. She is from Kerala. And when she speaks such words, she do like that often, situation and schedule. So I then only I was able to differentiate. Okay, I'm not pronouncing these words in certain way, and she's pronouncing it in that way. So she said both are correct.
Yeah.
There's no wrong or right in it. So that's when I got to know.
Yes. And also, I would say that many people have this confusion all the time that this scheduling and scheduling and this. But I tell them that it's okay. British and American, we were influenced
American.
with British English. And nowadays, American English is also influencing a lot. So
Yes,
maybe because of that.
yes,
And
right.
again, people say that we are not a procrastinator or we don't procrastinate things as such. So, what about you? What kind of person are you?
Again, I would also say the same thing that I'm not a big procrastinator. I don't procrastinate things on very easily. But yes, sometimes it happens with everybody. I think we should accept it. And all the time we cannot be productive like the throughout the day.
Yes.
Being a mother, it's quite exhausting already. I'm telling you honestly, like being a mother and then housewife and then that cooking part, cleaning part. I mean, we have a lot of things here. So
Yes.
sometimes we have to procrastinate. Sometimes we feel like that not to do anything.
Mm.
I remember even in the morning, my maid was not there and I was like literally feeling lazy to do that झाड़ू क्या बोलते हैं
Mm.
brooming.
Yes.
So I was not feel like doing it and I was doing it all standing straight. I did not bend. My mother-in-law was watching me and she was like, what is she doing? She's just putting number and she's
Yes.
not doing anything. I did it in that way only because I was not feeling it. And I cannot procrastinate it because it was so important. You can't live in a house which is not clean. So I did it that mota mota cleaning with that standing position brooming and I did it. But there are some work where we can procrastinate. It's
Mm.
not that urgent. For example, I need to wash my clothes. I can do it maybe tomorrow because I have a multiple pair of clothes. I
Yes.
can wear something else. I can procrastinate. So I do that. Postponing your necessary work, which can
Mm.
have impact on your productivity, basically.
Mm.
So if you talk about me, I don't do that because I'm so particular about my channel, about my videos, about my hearings, about my all professional work. But sometimes when I feel really lazy and I know that even if I could attend that session and I'm not able to make it well, so
Mm.
I just give up and procrastinate. I
Yes.
thought, okay, let it do next day. No benefit
Mm.
putting yourself in that trauma of half an hour just speaking rubbish.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense because you're not in that mood, and that vibe is very important.
Mhm.
For example, if I'm not in a mood and I'm sitting with you in a session, you are
Yes.
just keep speaking and I'm doing huh.
Yes.
It's not engaging at all.
Correct.
Two people are here, we both have to share our opinion. That is important.
Mm.
So I feel that procrastination is not good if you're doing it on regular basis, but sometimes if you're doing it, then it is fine, and you know when you have to procrastinate. No one else can know that. That's totally your decision.
But mostly I come across people like my learners also. I take like online classes. So they tell me that they're very disciplined. Mostly 90% of people tell that they are very disciplined. If they have to go to the gym, they will go to the gym. If they have to do certain things, they will do it. But I sitting on the other side, I think that maybe I am not good enough because I can't do it. Certain things, if like particularly about gym or taking care of myself or exercising, sometimes it goes for a toss because as you know, motherhood, there are a lot of things in our plate, right? So maybe down the line, but I start regretting. I start thinking that maybe I am not good enough. Maybe I'm not putting so much of effort. So that is also a problem when you see a lot of motivated people. Maybe down the line, we also feel that, okay, maybe rather than trying, we start being self-critic.
Criticizing, yes. Okay, I completely resonate with you because when my son he was 2 years old, I was also struggling with the same problem. But since he turned 3 and he's able to sit and watch TV and engage his mind somewhere else, I'm able to do multiple stuff. And for that, I would like to mention here that I start doing going to gym
Yes.
regularly. It's been 20. What is the date today?
Today's 28.
28. I
Yes.
have started from the 1st May and I only absent one day.
Okay.
Only one
Okay.
day.
Yes.
That was also the reason there was some pool party at my rooftop, which was organized by one of my neighbors, and I posted one video also about that. So that day I took a leave from my gym.
Yes.
I am so much patient. It doesn't mean that you feel negative
No,
and
no, no, no,
criticize.
not at
I'm telling you
all.
this because everything has a particular time and
Yes.
you have to wait for it.
Mhm.
Because when my son was 2 years old, I was struggling a lot. I was literally exhausted and I really wanted to join gym an
Mhm.
year ago, but
Mhm.
it was not possible because of his crankiness. He was so cranky. He had that habit of sucking a thumb,
Yeah.
and he was like, I was also in a trauma that, I mean, he's 2 years old, 2.5 years old, he's sucking it. What if he
Mhm.
will not quit that habit?
Yes.
So I dedicatedly work upon it and I finally get rid of that problem. And but after getting that rid of the problem, he became really cranky. Every morning he just needs me all the time, 24 by 7 with him.
Yes.
Those days were quite exhausting. Now on those days, if somebody tell me that I'm doing this, I'm not procrastinating, so I could criticize myself, but I didn't do that because I know that that's not my level.
Mhm.
I know my background, I know my story,
Yes.
I know my surroundings. I cannot compare with that person. Maybe that person is getting enough time. He
Yes.
is just Vella person. He has free time. So he's doing it. I am not free. I have a lot of things on my plate.
Yes.
How can I compare with him? Even if I'm just, cooking food and feeding my kids, that is a very huge task for me. If I am consistent and I'm not procrastinating that important thing, that's just enough.
Yes.
Enough.
Yes.
Don't criticize yourself. We are doing a lot already.
Mhm.
So, no comparison at all.
From the time we have we have our kids, or we have newborn phase and everything, people have opinions, a lot of opinions. It's on us, like what we can take and how much we can do, and all the mothers do the best for their kids, I think.
100%.
Yes.
No mother wants that his son or daughter should watch TV for whole day. Nobody
Yeah,
wants
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
But
yes,
sometimes it's out of compulsion. We have to do it because we have to manage everything.
yes,
See, everything is equally important. If we don't focus on ourselves, we feel exhausted inside.
yes,
And if we're not happy inside, we can't give that happiness to our kids.
yes,
So first satisfied yourself, be happy, then 100% you will be share some happy moments with your children.
yes.
That's what I feel.
But ma'am, do you think that social media also gives that added pressure? Instagram is filled with things like what other moms are
Literally.
doing and
Watch
what,
it.
right? So
Okay.
somewhere down the line, even though we know that it's not real all the time, but still we always get into that phase. Maybe we are not doing enough. This child is only eating, fresh fruits or food,
Yes.
home cooked food, and we are not doing enough. So, yeah, do you think that it also has an added pressure on not only mothers, but everybody?
Not on everybody, only on mothers.
Only on mothers.
Nobody has, literally, I'm telling you, my husband, he has no concern what my children are eating. Not at all. Even if he eat or not,
Yes.
doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
He's like that. And I think a few days ago, I was watching one Instagram reel or I think YouTube channel. There's a lady. She's also Bengali
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And she's raising a child, she's also the same age of Priyansh. I
Mhm.
don't remember the name, but she's very famous nowadays. And she started her journey of YouTube since she became a mother.
Okay.
She feeds her child every day. I mean, delicious food. I mean, what I would say,
Yes.
protein intake, vitamin, everything is there. And sometimes I used to feel guilty. Why am I not able to do that?
Yeah. Correct.
So so what I did, the solution is just to stop watching all those people because the more you will watch, the more you feel regret.
Sometimes things are only in our mind, right? And the more we overthink, the more we try to be like perfect, I think then only the problem starts. Right? I would ask you, what your daily routine looks like? How much time do you spend on your work, on your kids, on your, we have to prepare also. It's not like that we just sit in front of the camera and we start speaking. So how much time do you give, and what's your routine looks like?
Okay, so you want to know my routine? I have to explain everything then. I used to wake up at 6:30 in the morning when it was school, but now since summer vacations are there, still I'm waking up early like 7:30 in the morning. And 7:30 I wake up. After that I go to gym every single day. I come back from there. I'm around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
9. 1 hour at least I do that. Okay. So after coming back, I give milk to my son, younger son. Then his basic things, brushing, washroom and all done. After that, I prepare breakfast, feed them with my hand. It took me a lot of time to do that. Alternative, or you can say simultaneously, I do attend my hearings because I just need to log in on my laptop and my kids is sitting with me. So I just keep feeding him and I do my hearing. And TV is also on so that he will not disturb me. So after that, I cook my lunch, which is basically dal, rice, and one sabji, not many things. And yeah, in breakfast, I prepare that chila because now I am eating that, so I'm just giving the same thing to my son. So ultimately, they are also getting healthy now. So it's sometimes it's ragi chila, sometimes besan chila. So I eat it with curd, but they usually eat with ketchup, which is not good thing, but still they're doing it. After that, I prepare lunch and simultaneously I just book some session for 1 or 1:30 so that after lunch I can attend those sessions.
Okay.
After that, I go downstairs again. Feeding start. It took me 1 hour to feed both of them.
Yes.
And after feeding them, my real struggle start to make him sleep, the younger one, because it's all house is quite messy, noisy.
Hmm.
Everything is just messed up. You can't even eat in the peace.
Yes.
So I just try to make him sleep around 3,
Hmm.
3:30. When he sleeps, when I get the nice environment. Do you get the I mean in the evening again I go to park with them 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 nowadays because it's quite sweltering hot outside.
Yes.
sweltering heat outside.
Mm.
So I go to park again 7 o'clock. When I come back, I prepare dinner, and it takes
Yeah.
2 to 3 hours.
Mm.
All these process, cooking and then feeding.
Yes.
10, 11, 12. Sometimes I sleep at 1.
Okay.
But I go to bed around 11, 11:30.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
After
but
giving.
but I would say you're very efficient. Your whole day you are dedicating to your kids. Still, you are doing well professionally also. So you're very efficient, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, but not spending too much time with kids actually. It's
Mm.
only the time of feeding.
Yes.
Not else. Park also they play themselves. I don't
Mm.
involve with them.
Yes.
And yeah, teaching time is also I missed out. It's around 5 to 6. Sometimes I do teach
Yes.
him.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But the major portion goes in feeding them. It takes around 1.5 hours,
1.5 hours.
almost
Yes.
like that.
That
So,
I don't like.
yes. But then what about, this YouTube? How is it going? How are you enjoying the process? Many people say me that it's a journey. So how is the journey going for you?
My journey is literally very amazing. I'm literally enjoying a lot these days. As I told you in the beginning, that I'm not putting a lot of effort there, but still I'm getting good result. I think it's only because of I'm just I reduced the frequency of uploading videos.
Mm.
Earlier I used to upload every single day, but
Yes.
now I'm uploading alternate days. I just have to create 15 videos a month, which
Yeah.
is not a difficult task.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I get good people also. Sometimes I get beginners also. So I post their journey and people are liking it. I think yesterday only I posted a video of a person who was just 10th passed
Yes.
and he was doing really well in his life and
Mm.
he shared his journey. So
Yes.
people like it.
Yes.
So even I am enjoying it, to be honest. I mean, not putting that much effort now. The
So,
earlier I was putting.
yeah, so maybe you have put certain effort sometimes, and now that's why it is in autopilot mode.
Yes, you can say that.
Yes.
Yes. For those
Uh,
3 years,
yes.
I really hard work.
Yeah. But Miss Karishma, thank you. Thank you for your time. And because of your busy schedule, still you got some time for me. I am pleased. And this was a very nice conversation with you.